Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me as I prepare these blueberry biscuits. I'm using white lily self-rising flour, which means it's already salted, so I won't be adding any other extra salt. I'll put all the ingredients in the description section under the video. Okay, I have put the flour in. I'm going to put a teaspoon of sugar. Give that a little mix. And you can use butter or shortening or even lard. Totally your choice. So I'm going to put in my shortening. It has to be very cold, frozen-like. And I'm going to chop that up into little bits of like a rice-like consistency. You can grate it, no problem. I have my little chopper here, which I like, and this is what I use. But you can even use a fork to do this. Totally depends on you. But this only takes me a few seconds to get it chopped. Okay. My shortening is chopped and it's in there. It's in little bits. Now I'm going to add my blueberries, and they are frozen, absolutely frozen. I find that works best for my biscuits. So straight from the freezer to the dough or flour. Okay, now let's add our cold milk. Cold milk. Now we're going to spread some flour on our work surface and bring this delicious biscuit dough out. We don't have to knead the biscuit dough, we just want to bring it together. And we'll be putting some extra flour on this dough so that we can manage it, because you know, of course, it's sticky. So I'm just going to press it out like that. I'm going to fold it 2 to 3 times, totally up to you. I'm going to do this twice, and I'm just going to try to utilize the flour that I have on my work surface here. And it depends on you how tall you would like for your biscuits to be. Next, I will be greasing my baking pan. Like so. So we're just going to cut and place. It is that simple. Cut and then place them. I don't want all that extra dry flour in the baking pan. So with the last little bunch here that I'm not going to waste, use a little bit of flour to be able to manage that. And I'm going to hand make this little biscuit here. Isn't that the cutest little thing? A mini biscuit. Okay, we're going to bake these in a preheated 400-degree oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. If you want more biscuits, just double the recipe. Now we're going to make some icing to go on top of our blueberry biscuits. I have about a half a cup of powdered sugar here. And I have about a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to start very slow with this powdered sugar. I don't want my icing to be too thin, and I don't want it to be too thick. And obviously, I'm going to need a little more milk, so that's like a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half that I've used. Well, my personal favorite is a little thicker, not too thick, but a little thicker than thin. This works fine for me. That's it. This is the icing for our blueberry biscuits, which are baking in the oven. And our biscuits have finished baking. Now we're going to brush some butter over them. And allow them to cool down even further before I put the icing on. The blueberry biscuits have cooled down. So now I'm just going to put a little of our icing on them. Just going to let it run off. And that's it, guys. Delicious blueberry biscuits. A very quick, easy, grabbing, go breakfast or what have you. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching.